This is not financial advice. I just show you a bunch of other myths, baby, because it's about to get hot in the kitchen. But I gotta say this so YouTube doesn't take the videos down. Talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area. Whenever you invest, there is risk. And I want to get to some fears that cause new investors not to invest, and then show you some plays that exemplify exactly what I'm talking about. The first of the three things that have stopped me from learning how to make money in this market was I had a fear of losing money in the market. Scared money don't make no money, baby. You got to be able to risk it, but take those calculated risks, and then that's how you are going to change the generations of your family going forward. Whenever you get scared of investing, it's going to cause you to avoid investing altogether, and I'm going to explain why that is and use specific examples. You don't want to always sell at a loss, but sometimes it makes sense. And overreacting to negative news and negative things in the market, like a slight downtrend in your portfolio, can get you out of the market. Those are mistakes that people have often made. I want to give you a play that I'm looking at to tell you about the investor hat versus the trader hat. Imagine you put a hat on your head, boom, and it has a job title on it, and it says investor. When you're doing that, you're looking to buy and hold. You don't even gotta watch this investment. Just set it and forget it. But take that hat off sometimes and you're looking at a certain other trade, smaller stocks, and you put on a hat that says trader, stock trader, options trader, whatever kind of trader you are. And then now you're thinking, I can't set it and forget it on this. I have to watch it. I have to watch the charts. I have to watch the key levels and understand what they are. The first one is BBAI. It's an AI related play. It's gonna pump up with artificial intelligence. But this one, I had to take off my investor hat and put on my trader hat and say, I gotta watch this one in terms of when I get in it at key levels. For example, like I told you in the previous video, in the mid 6 levels, right now it's 641, but we look at the charts because we trade with the charts and not with our hearts. And we can see at 637, this is a strong level of support. Meaning if it doesn't bounce off of that level and then go back up, then we might be looking at something that is about to crash down and give you another chance to buy it extremely low or move on to the next thing. And I want to give a shout out to everybody who's attending Keenan Grace's new stock masterclass today. It's a one and done. And if you can't attend it, you will get a replay, but you might not be able to make it to the actual event. So I'll see y'all over there if you do get in, but I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this one. It's going to be on Zoom. It's not going to be on YouTube, but we'll record it and send it to you. So I'm going to put the link in the top of the description if you are ready to change the game. Now let's get to the next one. APLD. This is another one that has come into the buy range, the $9 buy range, and institutions often buy it here. But wait, take off your investor hat. We can't set it and forget it on a stock like this. We have to put on our trader hat. A key level that will show us that this thing is not going to hold is if it falls down under the $8 mark, particularly $7.92. If it falls down there, family, this play is just going to crash on down, and then you can learn how to make money with the stock option puts, and that's going to be a banger. It doesn't mean that it won't run. What this means is, and I'll give you 2 examples. If I get into Big Bear AI right now at 641, I'm going to put my stop loss at about 630 because I want to be risk off. But if I wanted to take on a little more risk, I might put my stop loss at 599, but I would get kicked out at a slight loss if it decided to keep coming down. APLD, this one, if I got it right now at 917, then I will put a stop loss at about 875. If it's coming down there, it's very likely to hit into the $7 range, and I would much rather get out and then buy it way lower and play it back up and ride the wave. Another one is Paysign. Paysign, ticker symbol PAYS. All of these can be found on the Robinhood app, on Webull, on Moomoo, on any investing app that you have. And this one is $7.86. People are making a lot of money on all 3 of these. However, this one, even though it's still going in the right direction, I still have on my trader hat. These 3 can graduate from showing good fundamentals, good charts, and good news catalysts. They could graduate to being a long-term setter and forget a stock, but currently they are not. You got to cut them when they're losers and hold on to them when they're winners. Cut them when they're losers and hold on to them when they're winners. I wanted to repeat that because I want you to commit it to your long-term memory. We got to talk about crypto a little bit, because not that Superman dog from the movies that you probably just seen. I'm talking about cryptocurrency. And Bitcoin just hit 119. This is good for XRP. This is good for SUI. This is good for Solana, many different other cryptocurrencies, because it's showing you that institutional involvement is at an all-time high. And This is what's going on with BlackRock, which is the largest institution in the world. So it's like the biggest dog in the game outside of like governments. BlackRock, they have a Bitcoin ETF called IBIT. Now I know that sounds like jargon, but basically people who have retirement funds and they're housed at BlackRock, they can use their money not to buy crypto directly. A lot of apps don't let you do it. Like when you're on old legacy kind of apps, they don't let you get cryptocurrency. So how do you buy Bitcoin in your retirement account? How did your grandma do it? How does your auntie, whoever do it? She can do it through IBIT because that is kind of like a stock. It's an exchange traded fund. IBIT becomes the fastest ETF to cross the $80 billion in asset mark. This is why other institutions who are not as big as BlackRock, they see BlackRock loading up on this. So then they're following right behind. And we see it all coming. And this is why we were able to get into cryptocurrency before the institution started putting it up. This is what BlackRock is doing to show that they're super bullish. They now made themselves the second largest holder of cryptocurrency in the world. The first one is Satoshi, who invented Bitcoin. It's like a wallet. And they said that IBIT or BlackRock is purchasing more than 40,000 Bitcoin per month just so they could catch up to them and pass them by next May. This is showing that they are extremely bullish. Not too long ago, the CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, he said that he could see it going to 700K potentially. And that's why they're buying it like heavy, even at these current levels. A lot of people don't understand what these institutions are doing. I want to give you some levels on XRP. The current range that we are in is 268 to 290. So we're constricting. Before, it was a little bit wider on both ends. It wasn't 290, it was 298 on the top end. And it wasn't 268, it was 264 and then 266. So we're now starting to tighten this band a little bit, and we want to see which way it breaks up or down. If it breaks up, we on a rocket ship. If it breaks down, you get another chance to buy low if you so choose. I want to give you some more mistakes that I made in trading that can really help you. And this is a bonus section of the video. I told you about the fear of losing money. When you have that, you won't get rich, you won't make money, you won't build wealth because you won't invest it. Investing comes with risk, but when you're investing it, you got the chances, calculated risk, you have the chances to really grow your money. Here's another one. I had unrealistic expectations. I thought I was gonna be making 100% really often in terms of, oh, I could do this every month, make 100% of my money. Family, that's unrealistic. You gotta get your expectations to a reasonable spot. If you have $10,000 and you trade the whole 10, and you're trying to make 20, and then you do it, then you trade the whole 20, you make 40. Now you're doubling your money, and this is going crazy. And you might be doing it, let's say, once a month, and you're doubling your money again and again. Eventually, taking full portfolio trades like that, you lose one time and you lose all of your money. So instead, it's a way better strategy to cut your losers quick and to hold on to your winners much longer than you've been holding on to them. You want to get out of that impatience that you have of growing your wealth. Because if you have $10,000, instead of trying to double it tomorrow, you tell yourself you're gonna double it in even 6 months, which is what I'm showing you, what I did in that masterclass that's coming up tonight. You would rather make $300 a day with your $10,000 account because you can be consistent with that and have realistic expectations. You would rather do that than trying to double it every single day or double it every single month, because eventually you will lose big and you will lose bad. And I don't want you to make that mistake. Then difficulty staying consistent. I know that a lot of people, when we get into these bear markets, like in 2022, for example, they weren't investing into their portfolios when that was the exact time to invest. Something like Meta came down from like 400 all the way down to 80 and people weren't buying it. Now it's $700. It's up like crazy. That's the time to buy it. So make sure you're staying consistent. And I want to just reiterate, fear of losing money will slow you down from getting rich. Having unrealistic expectations will slow you down from getting rich. And then difficulty staying consistent. You have to trade with the chart and not with your heart. And even when times get difficult, you keep going and keep pushing. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you in the next one, family. I see you on that masterclass. I cannot wait, family. Take care.